Thomas Mapfumo is launching an album tonight. It's called DangerZone. But I think in spirit we've got him, and a lot of friends of his from the arts fraternity have come to support and be in solidarity with him. Aside of the album launch, we are going to be having a tribute concert to the good doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste much of your time. We will kick straight into the program. I want to usher onto the stage Victor Kunonga and Norman Masamba. These are our own legends. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
kune vanhu vese vauya panapa kuzotsigira kuparura kwatiri kuita damba refu rejaya guru Thomas Tafirenyika Mapfumo mudhara wedu. Thomas Mapfumo is a legendary musician who has contributed immensely even before, during the liberation struggle, post-independence and the present day Zimbabwe, to shape our music industry and also to influence society in different ways. I would like to thank the musicians that in a short space of time we have really dedicated yourselves to come and honor one of your own. It's quite unfortunate that Dr. Mapfumo is not here with us. He really misses Zimbabwe and he really misses this crowd. And wherever he is, I'm sure he's preparing to go to the University of Michigan, where he's going to deliver a speech in commemoration of Black History Month. But however, it does not mean that his absence from Zimbabwe, his music has died. His music lives, and his music shall continue living. Thomas Mapfumo is a legend, and it's quite fortunate, or was it a coincidence, that he was born in 1945. 1945 is also a year where Bob Marley was born. It is also a year where the great burning spear, Winston Rodney, was born. So we celebrate a legend. We celebrate his 70th birthday. We like also to thank the journalists who have come to support this event. All the fans, I know there are fans who have traveled as far as South Africa. There are fans who are on their way from Gokwe. There are fans who have arrived from Chad. All in honor of a great musician, a great son of the soil, Thomas Tafirenyika Mapfumo. I wish to say to you today, you get the CD. It's a 12-track CD. It's called DangerZone. It talks about war, that we must stop the war that has ravaged this world, and that we must rebuild this country. We must put our selfish political difference aside and work together to build this great nation called Zimbabwe. So without wasting much of your time, regezai nditi tinotenda tazviona nerutsvigiro rwenyu. Mutambo wedu uchaenderera mberi kusvika zvanaka, nekuti patichapedza kuita launch yedu tichaita bira tichipembera or honoring or paying tribute to a great musician, Thomas Tafirenyika Mapfumo.
I would like to call upon on stage two ladies, legends in their own right. Yeah? I'm sure you agree with me the moment they step onto the stage and do their stuff. Clay Nyamujara and Edith Weltonga. A round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, this man that I'm going to call upon on stage, his name is Professor Fred Zindi. Let's give him a round of applause as he comes to stage.
I don't know where to start because I've not been given a script. But I'll tell you my personal experiences with Thomas Mapfumo, Dr. Thomas Tafirenyika, Yugo Hurricane Mapfumo. I knew Thomas Mapfumo all the way back from the 1970s. In 1984, I went to study for a degree at the University of London. And I saw a Thomas Mapfumo album in a record shop in London. And naturally, I thought that was a pirated record. I bought it, I looked at the sleeve design, and we had manufactured it, and it said at the bottom, Rough Trade Records. I found out where Rough Trade Records were, and I said, how did you get hold of this album? And they told me there was a man called Jambo from South Africa who was importing these records from Zimbabwe to London. I went to him and I said, excuse me, why have you released this record, and how much is Thomas getting from the sales of these records? And Jambo said, oh, we pay royalties, and Rough Trade Records are paying us money in advance. And I said, how about getting a live show from Thomas Mapfumo, bringing him all the way from Zimbabwe? He says, I don't know, I'm not sure how to go about it. And I said, I know somebody else, Kofi Annan's brother, called Freddie Annan, who used to import groups from all over the world. And I said, I can talk to him and you can make arrangements. So Freddie and Jambo organized a tour. It cost £16,000 because there were about 12 musicians involved. We kept his music relevant at the time, overseas, and up to now, we are still keeping it relevant right here in Zimbabwe. I won't say any more. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Prof. Right now, I would like to call Mr. Emion Slidi, who's the Executive Director of Metro Studios. They work with the good doctor to come and say one or two words. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you.
We are today launching the album DangerZone. The album took quite a long time to put it together. Part of the reason to take a long time was the costs involved in recording an album, especially when you are out there in the United States. Going into a recording studio costs you a fortune. But unfortunately, when that very same album, which when you eventually listen to it, you find that the instruments are arranged in such a high quality setup that you actually enjoy the music, especially when you are driving along the highway. But what then happens when we get into Zimbabwe is that we get this other attitude where everything seems to be for free. How do we expect the artist to eventually recover the cost of recording the album? It looks like nobody seems to care. All musicians who are here, please do what you have to do to try and conscientize the whole Zimbabwean system to understand the value of a CD or the value of the music inside the CD, so that at least you get the chance to reap the benefits of your music. Because as it is, it looks like you spend all the money in the recording studio, the pirates take it up, and then you, the owner of the intellectual property inside the music, you end up getting nothing. What you eventually reap is something like the money that you get at the shows, but not from the sale of the music. I think something has to be done, and artists in general, I think stand up and fight for your rights. Because if you keep on keeping fight and leave things going on the way they are going, you will continue not to get anything, while some people are actually making a lot of money out of your music. Thank you very much.
Thomas Mapfumo has already been said by speakers before me. He's a legend in his own lifetime. He's the doyen of Zimbabwean music. And I'm sure we all wish that he was here today. I'm standing before you today in 3 capacities. I'm a brother to Ndaram Kanya. I'm an aspiring musician. And I'm also a legislator, as you heard, and the MP for Mazoe South. I'm particularly excited by this event. And I want to reiterate what previous speakers have said, which is that music is an industry in its own right. And I want to start by saying that by acknowledging the work that government has done in the past years in terms of ensuring that there is sufficient play of local music in the country, the fact that the industry generally has been liberalized, allowing recording houses to come up. And I think over the years we have seen a proliferation of musicians. I was particularly delighted to listen to the music of the ladies that were singing here, which shows that the environment really has been emancipated to allow and free everyone to be able to play. But as has been the case with previous speakers, it is not possible to speak about music in this country and not talk about copyright. I know that in my last job as Deputy Minister for Justice, we were heavily concerned with the state of the music industry, in particular with reference to intellectual property. The fact is, I think Kanya clearly made the point as he spoke. And I recall that one day he called me and he was really in a very, very bad mood. And he said to me, Urukumboite, the pirates. No for to move, Kura city. And that was very touching, because at that point in time, somebody was trying to sell me his music at Avondale Shopping Center. And he had bunches of every artist that is here that they were selling. When I asked this young man whether he realized that he was committing a crime, he just said that. So we have a serious problem. And my own suggestion, and I want to repeat what Mr. Smith said, that musicians need, I think, to regroup and look at the totality of the legal framework concerning copyright. I've checked this framework, and I did some work on it before. The maximum penalty that one gets in terms of the Copyright Act is 2 years. But a sentence will depend on the circumstances. And so, as Mr. Swindi said, the court might decide that there should be community service, or there could be $100 fine, and so forth. So I think that as a country, we need to give music its correct place in our economy. We have seen what music has done for youngsters who are playing dancehall. Now you find a youngster who was completely unemployed, or who was windy, but who is now going on tour to the UK. They are now able to look after themselves. I think that as a country we need to invest more and more into the production of music and the general infrastructure that pertains to musicians. Musicians are in a unique situation. They have no pensions. If the royalty scheme works properly, one could retire from his music and live on the royalties. And so I think those are the structures that musicians have to sit down and come up with and develop, and then present to government. Thank you very much. I'm seeing, although I'm very close to Kanya, I deliberately abstained from getting a free copy. And I made a promise to Blessing that I was going to buy 5 copies. One for myself and others that I could give to other people. This is the DangerZone album. It is, you can see the sleeve when you get it, that it is done according to the very high standards that Kenya has been known to be associated with. Numerous items and areas of coverage. You are going to see there's quality, there's something that's going to talk to you about. There's a song there, Chikwerets, and I'm sure he's simply imploring you to pay your debts. He's talking about Zimbabwe, he's talking about celebration and so forth, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy this album. I would like, given the privilege that I was given tonight, to declare this album officially launched. I also want to declare the concert officially launched. I'm not a terribly good singer myself, but you see my daughter on stage, and so you'll be able to see what I'm made of. Thank you very much.
Vaiterera mukanya tichienda kumusha saka muchiona tichipembera kudai navo makorokoto. All right, the next track is called Say Muchidaro. Mr. Sound.
I'm very honored to be here, to be part of the tribute for Mukhanya. I feel that without men like him spearheading our music industry, a woman like myself cannot go out there and say I'm a Zimbabwean woman and get respected. Now I know people would want to listen to my music because of Mukhanya. So Mukhanya, thank you so much for everything you've done in our music industry, and I hope I'll be able to continue your legacy with my music. I'm going to do a song called Natakwa Unova. It's my own song, but I do dedicate it to him because he's taught me that you have to be yourself, because he's always been himself. His music represents a Zimbabwean man. So I hope my song also does the same thing, representing the fact that I'm Zimbabwean and I'm an artist from here and very proud to be.
Wow.
Cynthia Murray. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Cynthia Murray. Right. I think right about now, we are really going into Chimurenga deep. And the man that is coming up on stage is an amazing guy. Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Raymond Majongwe, and he does Chimurenga music. A round of applause for Raymond.
Naro hapana. Thomas, run it. DangerZone. See. Thomas, kaba ipapo. Don't batafamba nebora. Don't look in the I think some of you will remember Maswa we are missing roots. Don't know any companies of Garadega. Run it. Respect don't recognize something like the past. We don't fix it up on run it like so. Run it like so. Choice.
Yeah.